You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. Mama always said I'd be the chosen one.
Senator Paul, I have never lied before the Congress, and I do not retract that statement. This paper that you are referring to was judged by qualified staff up and down the chain as not being gain of function. Let me finish.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans. Right. You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about.
This is October 21st, 2021. That was Dr. Fauci in that sparring contest with Senator Rand Paul during hearings back in May. And it began when Senator Rand Paul asked Fauci, you are aware of the laws of perjury if you lie to Congress when under testimony. And that sparked everything. The reason we played that soundbite again, and we're going to get into this in more detail over the next 2 hours, is because of a letter which was just released October 20, now becoming public, just 2 days ago, 1 day ago, yesterday, to the House Oversight Committee ranking member, James Comer, Republican of Kentucky. It showed that the NIH grant, which was awarded to EcoHealth Alliance, subawarded to the Wuhan lab, funded a research project during 2018 and 19 and tested, quote, basically if spike proteins from naturally occurring bat coronavirus in China were capable of being binding to a human receptor in a mouse model. In other words, the idea was, can we weaponize? And a molecular biologist, Richard Ingbright, posted that letter for the National Institute of Health. And it says, in his opinion, clearly the NIH grant did gain of fund research funding, which Fauci denied, as you just heard, and we're going to get into that in more detail. This is a whole new can of worms on COVID, Fauci, and the National Institutes of Health. Is it going to prove that he lied, or is it just going to make more noise and be more confusion? And there is a lot of confusion going on. We have, again, questionable numbers regarding the efficacy of some of these drugs. We have children now being cleared all the way down to age 12 for some of the drugs. Booster shots on the approval list for the FDA. And there's just a lot of stuff we don't know about any of this. And some folks just say, I'd like to make the decision myself, thank you. But they're being told by employers, Biden sent down a mandate, we have to make sure you do it. There is no such mandate. It's an executive order by Biden. Private companies are not bound by it. Government agencies, and if you contract with a government agency, you might be linked into it. But even then, there are a lot of questions about it. And there's a hearing underway right now. The January 6th Select Committee looking at what happened January 6th. If you're going to open that door, we're going to charge through with a lot of other questions, and that is exactly what Jim Jordan, Congressman of Ohio, did. He has Attorney General Merrick Garland in front of him, and he starts asking about what is this thing that you are now doing for the National School Board Association, sending you a letter saying that we need the FBI to investigate parents because they are terrorists. Well, Garland insists under testimony the parents are not considered terrorists, but we're responding to what the School Board Association wanted. Jordan says you are basically encouraging a snitch line on parents who are complaining about what's happening in their school district or their kids, either critical race theory teaching or making them mask up or do this and do that. You're going to enjoy that segment as well. Supply chain options still open. Senator Hawley has a great idea. The L.A. governor has an idea. Yeah. And then we also have another member, deep Democrat member, saying we're going to lose this next election and maybe 2024 because we are pushing what the American people do not want. We have a lot to cover over the next 2 hours. Lock and load. Ready on the right.
You can hear podcast of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.